The Galactic Senate sat in stunned silence. The towering hologram in the center of the chamber played on repeat. A lone human destroyer designated HSS Warden had just obliterated an entire Krivathi battle group, 12 heavy cruisers, gone. In under 3 minutes, that ... was just one ship? Asked Arch-Strategist Velzar of the Zarn Dominion, his voice barely a whisper. Yes, answered Admiral Traven, trembling. And intelligence confirms it was not even a frontline vessel. It was part of the escort screen. Panic rippled across the council. The Krivathi had been the muscle of the Galactic Empire for centuries. Their defeat by a single Terran ship shattered any illusion of security. Yet the real fear was deeper. Because this wasn't even the main fleet. Decades ago, humanity had been discovered by the wider galactic community. At first, they were considered quaint and aggressive, primitive species from a death world. The standard procedure had been followed: soft contact, trade offers, integration. But the humans were different. They didn't integrate. They adapted. They reverse-engineered faster than any known species. They built with ferocity. Their colonies, once thought fragile, flourished on planets others deemed uninhabitable. Then came the incident on Tarsi's Prime. A slaver ring Imperial-backed had raided a Terran colony. They expected minimal resistance. Instead, they got hell. Out of nowhere, a unit called the Terran Rapid Response Force appeared, wearing jet-black exosuits and wielding rail rifles that fired at hypersonic velocity. The entire slaver Fleet 22. Ships was dismantled within hours. Ground forces were incinerated. And then humanity did something that truly terrified the Empire. They left. They didn't occupy. They didn't issue demands. They just sent a message. Do it again, and we will. Come, and we don't stop. That was 5 cycles ago. Now, the galaxy was in chaos. Rebel cells, emboldened by stories of human strikes, rose across dozens of systems. The Drac Syndicate, once unshakable, was destroyed overnight. All surveillance caught was a shadow, possibly a stealth corvette dropping kinetic rods from orbit with surgical precision. The Marn Coalition's capital was reduced to glass after they accidentally bombed a Terran merchant convoy. They claimed they thought it was pirates. The humans responded by launching a drone. Swarmed millions of AI-guided shards that burrowed into infrastructure, silently disabled defense grids, and neutralized all military presence. Not a single human soldier set foot on the planet. The humans didn't make speeches. They just acted. And the worst part, their main fleet hadn't even arrived. In a hidden corner of the Orion Arm, aboard the massive command station Saul's Fist, Admiral Corinne Voss stood with her arms crossed, watching dozens of fleet groups running simulated engagements. She was Earthborn, forged in the fires of old Europa's gravity wars, and known throughout the Terran Confederation as the I Am Voice. Beside her, Fleet A I Argus reported, latest projections. Imperial fleets are in disarray. 17 border sectors have collapsed due to internal rebellions. No coordinated defense remains. Any sign they've realized we haven't deployed. Our prime fleets yet? Argus blinked. Negative. They still believe the skirmishes were full fleet deployments. Humanity's true strength remains underestimated. She smiled. Good. Back at the Galactic Senate. Emperor Mauser of the Krivathi roared, we must strike Earth now while they're still hiding their forces. Ambassador Xianlo of the Vernet League shook her scaled head. You don't understand. They're not hiding. They're watching. Watching what? The collapse. Ours. Even now, smaller empires were defecting, submitting to humanity's protection accords. The Terrans didn't conquer with armies. They offered stability, trade, security, justice delivered with such ruthless efficiency that people chose them over the Empire. And when that failed, one black ship would appear in orbit. And that was all it took. The breaking point came when the Empire's flagship dreadnought Terror of Dawn vanished. No explosion. No distress call. Just gone. Only later did fragments of a classified recording leak. the Terror being boarded by what appeared to be a single human team. The footage showed a woman in matte gray armor walking straight into plasma fire, unscathed and slicing through Crivity commandos like wind through grass. Then she looked into the camera, removed her helmet, and said, "You drew first blood. Now we draw the line." After that, systems began seceding in waves. On the Terran colony world Ararat, children played beneath domes of engineered sky. Soldiers trained in silence. Orbiting above them, thousands of Terran warships remained docked, engines cold, weapons idle. They hadn't even deployed yet, because they didn't need to dot at last. The Galactic Senate sent envoys to Earth. They expected fortresses, defensive walls, demands for tribute. Instead, they found gardens, music, cities glowing with life. President Ramirez welcomed them with a cup of tea. "We're not here to rule," she said, "but we won't let you prey on us or anyone else." The envoy blinked. "Then what do you want?" Ramirez leaned forward, calm but unyielding. "Peace, but backed by force you cannot comprehend." Behind her, a wall lit up, displaying Terran Prime Fleet movements. Thousands of icons. Only a single word glowed in red. Stand DBY. Humanity didn't win because they were the strongest. They won because they made war unthinkable. Empire didn't fall to weapons. It fell to the idea of what would happen when the main human fleet finally arrived. And by the time that happened. There was nothing left to fight.